Hey, GETMADE Squad, and welcome back to my channel. Hope that this video finds you in wonderful, great, excellent spirits, excellent emphasis on the excellent wonderfulness. I hope you guys are keeping your head above water, finding ways to keep your mind sane. Parents, I know we were going through doing this homeschooling. Like I said before, I knew my son and daughter. I know my kids. I'm not one of those parents that are like, my son wouldn't do that. My daughter, she's an angel. She would never do that. I'm not one of those parents. I know my kids. I'm honest. I'm not in denial. Like, I know how they are. It's always a struggle every night with that boy to get him to do his homework. Hours of just fighting, going back and forth with him. So I already knew I was going to have issues with the schoolwork with him, which I have. The little one I thought would be better, but no. She is not, she is not making it easy for me. So, I know that other parents out there, maybe you didn't know how your child is in school. Or maybe you do. You're like, oh, like me. Oh, here we go. So I hope you're finding a way to get through the homeschooling. I know a lot of places are sold out of wine and alcohol in my area. So I don't feel like that's just people just drinking. I feel like there's a lot of parents drinking to get through the homeschooling, or maybe you didn't know how your kid really was because you're working so much, and now you realize, like, what did I create? What are you? Where did you come from? Who did that to you? Why are you like that? Type thing. Hopefully y'all are getting through all this. But hey, we get time to, like I said in another video, we get time to spend with our kids. Hopefully people who don't have kids, or if you do have kids and you have someone staying with you, not staying with you, but you live with your partner, I hope that all that's going well. It's like, it's different when you live with someone that you're like quarantined with them. It's like they're not going to work. Like, there isn't a time when they're leaving and you have like a few hours to yourself. Like, they are there. They're fake. They're there. Okay. So I hope you guys are finding a way to find balance and compromise, and finding ways to just not irritate each other so we can get through this. So yeah, it's all fun and jokes right now, right? But the reality. But no, guys, I really do hope you're finding ways to get through this, completing projects that you didn't have time for before. Pretty much what I said in my previous video before this one. It's just a time to, even if you don't want to work on projects, it's a time to just rejuvenate, relax, reconnect spiritually to whatever you believe in. It's a time for no outside distractions from like society, physical society distractions, if I'm making sense. I mean, you still have distractions because you're on your phone, but I just mean like work and actually physically dealing with people. You don't have a distraction. You're able to really just focus on you and focus on your loved ones that are in the house with you and stuff like that. So, and I feel like a lot of people have gotten in touch with their creative side. I mean, TikTok was already hilarious, but these guys right here. TikTok was already hilarious. I'm not on TikTok, but on Instagram, people post their TikTok videos, and I have seen so much creativity come out of people, and some of them probably didn't even know they had it till they tried it. So there's just a lot of good stuff coming out of this. So I just hope people continue to pursue whatever you discovered new about yourself. I hope you continue to do it. Even if you discovered before all this went down, continue to do that. Like, don't just lose it. I know it's really hard when stuff like this happens or other life things happen. It's easy to just kind of fall off. Because I've done it. I lost a little bit of my motivation. In certain areas, like I started working out more, but I'm not as motivated in like my creative areas, which is really weird. So don't allow yourself to have that creative block or to fall off on your goals. Like, keep pursuing them, even if you're not able to get where you want to be with them. Still keep pursuing them. Review your plan. Keep manifesting. Because I just don't feel like we're going to continue to do this to the end of the year. I'm putting it out there. It's not going to stay to the end of the year. Okay, something's going to come about all this vaccine, whatever it is. So you need to be ready. Be ready and prepared, so when they release us, we can do what we got to do and continue to grow and be the best that we can be. So just don't fall off. So I had someone request for me to do like how I maintain my wig. So it's going to be like a two-part. The first part is kind of how I maintain my wigs. The second part is going over what I've been doing now to kind of store them and organizing them. So, at first, when I got units, I would spray them down with either the Awesome Wig Spray and or my combination fabric softener water. Sorry guys, brain fart. You can see it like it has that's the fabric softener. This is just a bottle I'm reusing. Guys, we gotta say the plan at the same time. Okay, so I need you to recycle. Black people, you know how to recycle. Remember when you used to have that butter container, all the butter out of it, you clean it out, and now it's a lunch container. Okay, we need to apply that same philosophy, the same practice we do with that with other things. So even if you're not like everybody, just reuse your plastic containers if you're able to. So I saved this once I was done, and this is what I used for my fabric softener and water mixture. So I would spray Awesome, and I would spray this because fabric softener, like fabrics, is synthetic. It's like a fabric fiber. So to cut down on the friction, to kind of cut down on it, bunching up and matting in the nape area. But since I discovered African Pride Wig Control, which I just ordered some more off of Amazon, a 2-pack, I sprayed this on my new units. Okay, so unit fresh out of the pack, I review for you guys, and then once I go, leave to go on my day, I spray the unit down. Sometimes I'll spray it on camera. If I don't spray on camera, I do end up spraying it, combing it through, just to make sure it's conditioned, get it ready to face the outside elements so she can live her best life for as long as she can. Okay, so I initially sprayed on units with these. Now, if I know I'm going to wear the unit the next day, like the exact next day, or maybe the day after, I have, hold on, let me show you guys. Okay, so in case, you can use mannequin heads, of course. In case you don't have any mannequin heads, you can purchase these. I got this as a 2-pack, really easy to assemble, off of Amazon, and you just hook them onto doorknob. I have them on my shoe rack. I have a really tall shoe rack, so I have it hanging there, or a bar around your house, whatever. You hang this on here and you put the unit you're gonna wear for the next few days. That way it's not just laying somewhere, mistreating her, doing her dirty, and then expecting her to do something for you. Like, no, we're not gonna do that, okay? So if I know I'm gonna wear the unit the next day or two, I'll hang it on here. So that's part of me maintaining my wigs. So again, okay, sorry guys, that's part of it. Another part is, once I take her off for the day, I will spray, if she has any matting, I will spray a little bit of water, and then I will comb her out. Okay, so if there's any tangling you got throughout the day, before you're done with her, get those tangles out. It's just like with your natural hair. If you don't comb it and you just continues let knot up, it's gonna be this huge knot. It's gonna be horrible trying to get it out. So same thing with your can't talk. Guys, please forgive me. Same thing with your synthetic units. I feel like people probably do this with their human hair. I believe. I don't know. I don't have any. But if I did, that's how I would treat it. Just like I treat my own hair. Comb it through, detangle it. So you want to maintain my wigs, what I do is when I first get them, I spray them down with a conditioning spray, and sometimes I will spray them down with the half water, half fabric softener. Spray that down when I first wear it. Once I get home for the day, if there's any matting or any tangles, I'll spray with water, because it's just like with anything, moisture helps you to detangle stuff. So spray a little moisture, comb it through very gently, and then I will hang it up or put it on the mannequin head. Let it dry overnight. In the morning, she is good to go. If you are wearing her throughout the whole week, then halfway through the week, spray her down with the wig conditioner spray. And again, like I said, I use the African Essence 3-in-1. I really like this. Better than the Awesome. So spray her down. I like this, and I have added some water too because I was running out, and it still works really well. So if it's too concentrated, you definitely can thin it out with some water. But spray her down with that, let her dry overnight, she's good to go. Now, let's say you're not going to wear it. Let's say I don't know, it was a one-time event, or I don't know, you just are not in the mood to wear her anymore. Then what I would do is spray her down with water, comb her out, conditioner spray, and for sure spray her down with a fabric softener. That way, you're going to put the net back on her and put her back in her packaging. If you don't like keeping like the boxes that they come in, I don't even have an example because they're mostly boxed up. But you know the box packaging they come with. If you don't want to keep that to save space, you can throw that away. But I suggest you definitely keep the plastic wrap it comes in. So, for example, this one right here. This is Nisha because I lost the actual box that goes with it. But anyway, this is how I store them. Most of them I try to keep the boxes because I have a setup to where I can afford to have room for the boxes all stacked not nice and neatly. And then on top of all the boxes, I have like little packets like these. So if I know I'm not going to wear a unit for a week or so, I'm going to go ahead and detangle her, condition her, fabric softener her, spray her all down, get her all good, put the net back on, save all your netting. I like to save all my netting. It keeps all the curls intact in case you have a curly unit. And then even if you have a sleek unit that's straight, it just keeps all the fibers down so there's not any static electricity going on. Get it all nice and neat and then put it in your packaging. And that's how I store my wigs when I'm not using them. I don't typically wash my units if I'm wearing them back to back. Meaning like if I know I'm in love with that Taraji unit, I know I'm in love with that, who was that one? What was her name? I forgot what her name is. The one with the rainbow hair. Well, I can't think of her name. I can't think of it right now. I know I'm going to wear her. So on those units, I'm not going to wash them because I know I'm going to grab them almost every day. But a lot of these units that I had, I'm not going to lie, I had them like piled up in my entertainment center and all in my bathroom. So let me take the time to clean and organize. So I'm like, let me go ahead and actually wash these units. So that's what I did. I used a regular shampoo and I put them in, not all together, but one at a time. I put them in I had a bowl, big bowl, put them in a bowl. If you want to really, really get your synthetic units to really soften up and then restore them, the longer they can sit in shampoo and conditioner, the better. So even shampoo, because sometimes I would take, not sometimes, but I would take them out. The longer I left them in there, I'll take them out. And as you're wringing the water out, oh my gosh, they felt so smooth and soft. So the longer you leave them in there, the better it could, the soap has time to really strip out any oils, dirt, any chemicals maybe left that was on the unit that the manufacturer put on there. It gives it time to really soak, get in there, and get all that gunk off. So at least 15-20 minutes I think is the minimum. The longer you can leave, you forget they're in there, that's great. That's what I did. The longer the better. Then I took them out of the water and then I rinsed them off and then I put regular conditioner. My favorite conditioner is TRESemmé Luxury Conditioner. And I put that on there, made sure I really worked the ends, detangled her, and I kind of rolled up the ends and then left her to sit in the sink. Okay, so that's what I did for the units, to wash them and condition them. Now, afterwards, I could not find my blow dryer. For the life of me, I could not find my blow dryer. I looked everywhere. And I know, when you've seen something, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's there. But then when you actually want it, you can't remember. Like, you cannot remember. You try. I just could not remember when I put that hair dryer. So I was like, I just went through this process of starting to wash these wigs, and I have no way to dry them. Because with conditioner, you need heat. Just like with your, again, I'm going back to it. With your natural hair, when you do like hot treatments and hot oil treatments and deep conditioner, sometimes adding heat will help really get that conditioner, what am I trying to say? Get that product really worked into your hair follicles so it can really lock in and do what it's supposed to do. So that's the kind of same treatment I wanted to give the wigs, but I couldn't find my blow dryer. So I was like, what can we do? I have a clothes dryer. So at first I just threw them in there. And I should have known, but I should have known throwing units in there, even for like a couple of minutes, throwing them in there, all that hair is just going to wrap and knot. Okay, they wasn't too bad. They really came out really easily. They were pretty much dry, so that's why it wasn't too bad. So like, okay, this is not going to work. So if you don't have a hairdryer, your hairdryer broke, whatever, you need to use your regular dryer. What I did, I'm showing the picture right here, or in here. I don't know, it's going to be somewhere. And I have a picture of a video of me tying up the unit. So I just use, you know, those regular black rubber bands that you use for, you know, different hairstyles. I used 2 or 3 of those. No, not 2 or 3. 3 or 4. And I just section and kind of cuff that around. Kind of basically create like the bubble with these units. And the reason why I do that is because it keeps them from getting tangled. It keeps them all together, all the hair together, and you just put it in the dryer. And you got to put it in there for a while, not 2 or 3 minutes, because it's folded and wrapped up like that. The lace is not going to get dry. Okay, so because you don't want to pull it out and immediately put it in the bag because you don't want to cause any molding. So you want to really make sure the unit gets dry. So keep it in there for, you know, 30 minutes or so until it gets dry. Check on them, make sure they're not, like the rubber bands didn't come apart or anything like that. But yeah, that's what I did for majority of the units. I did that. I sure did. That was very tedious. But I really wanted that heat to go in there and really soften these units. Also, with by putting them into the washing machine, by putting them in the dryer, I put fabric softener in there. So I put the little fabric sheets in there, and that really helps soften them up. I know that some people will wash their units and then soak them in fabric softener, but instead of me doing that, I let them sit in regular conditioner. When I put them in the dryer, I put the fabric sheet in there, and I let that soften it up. And oh, some of these units felt so good coming out. Some of them felt better than they did when I first purchased them. Okay, so now that we got through all that, you washed, you dried your units and things like that. Now, some units, they're fine like that. Like, let's say they were, on an example, let's say they were a curlier unit, like the kinky curl, or maybe the wave pattern. If everything came out okay, you know, the ends aren't dry, they're not frizzy anymore, like everything, she's beautiful, gorgeous, you're done with that unit, you can go ahead and package her. Oh, before that, I also spray on the wig conditioner, and then I package them back up after I've done all that. Now, for the other units, whether you have like the straight units or maybe the barrel curls or, you know, flip curls, whatever it is, on those, you can go in and use a flat iron or curling iron just to restore those curls. Some of the units, the curls did come back, but it was just some of the ends were still a little bit frizzy. Like they didn't feel, they were softer, but they just weren't at the same consistency as when I first purchased the wig. So I just use a rat tail comb through those edges or ends, and I use a flat iron to either smooth it because it was a straight unit, or just recurled it. So of course it will change the curl pattern by using a curling iron, but it will help kind of restore those ends, or you can just cut them off. That's another thing. Whether you're maintaining your unit or you're washing them and conditioning stuff like that, one way to just avoid all that, not avoid it, but another way to maintain, make it continue to look good is by cutting off the ends. Depending on the unit, you've seen me, some of them I just cut them. I'm like, you know what, I want this short anyway, or I'm like, you know, she was already pretty long, I could just cut a few inches and still get that long look. So some of them you can just cut them off, because sometimes I'll try to use the flat iron curling iron, and them frayed ends are like, no, we're not going anywhere. We have arrived, and this is it. We have made a home, and we are not leaving. So I cut them suckers off. Like, you got to go. You're not paying rent. You're not making her look good. You don't need to be here. So sometimes you just cut them suckers off. I did keep one out, and this is Trissa. So Trissa is by Sensational. I didn't review this unit because I used her for a live on IG, but I did give you guys an update on her. This is how she looks. She went through the dryer, the regular clothes dryer. Yeah, she did. And I did add some curls back to her. Let me rephrase that. I didn't add curls back to her because her wave pattern came back. I recurled her because of the ends. Some of the ends were still not the way I wanted them to be. They still weren't very soft. So I just redid the ends. And I mean, they look really good. Like, she's not frizzy anymore. She's gorgeous. She has a nice luster on her. And you can also use rollers if you want to. You can set your wigs with rollers. I have I have put rollers on a unit, throwing her into the clothes dryer, but them rollers come off. So I would not recommend that. I would just make sure that the unit is, use hot water and then put the rollers in and do it that way. Or you can do the boil method if you want to. If you have any questions, further questions on how to maintain your synthetic units, definitely leave a comment down below. If you don't want to do that, you can definitely send me a direct message on IG, or you can send me an email, and then I can go into further questions, or Messenger. I had someone send me a message on Facebook Messenger asking me about how to maintain their units. So there are different ways to reach out to me if you don't want to do it here in the GETMADE Squad community, but definitely reach out and wash your units. And after you wash your units, wash your brushes. Okay, somebody out there needs to hear this. You have time. Wash your brushes, and if you don't want to wash your brushes by hand, or you don't have one of those fancy schmancy machines, this is a pillowcase. There are brushes in here. This is how I wash my brushes. I forgot what her name is on IG. She did it, and I was like, where is there a pillowcase? Make sure though that if you use a pillowcase, tie it up really well. Put another like pointer holder around it, because you don't want it to open and your brushes go everywhere, and then they get agitated and you can't fix the bristles, and then now you got to throw the whole brush away. Okay, so just make sure they're wrapped up really tightly. But this works. It works. Now, if you use Clorox with it, trying to see if I have a brush. If you use Clorox, like I have Clorox too, and I wanted to put some in there just to make sure they're getting really clean. But here it is. It can change the color of the what is this? What I'm trying to say, of the brush, like the brush handle. There you go. So just use like a mild detergent, like Woolite or something like that. Any mild detergent you have. Mild detergent, and just use that. Use it on the gentlest cycle. You don't want to use it on the really rough, where it's really agitating, and because then it could either break your brush, or it could break your brush, cause cracking, anything like that. So very, very gentle cycle, and it works. Now, as far as beauty sponges, it will get out the surface part of it, but I don't feel like it's giving a really deep enough clean. So with beauty sponges, you're really gonna have to go in there and just do your normal method of cleaning them. I know people have done the hack of putting it in water and putting it in the microwave. Whatever hack you want to use, whatever you want to use to clean your beauty blenders, you gotta take the time to do those. You can, those is really, because there's just too much. There's too much stuff in there that gets stuck, and it just really needs to be cleaned properly. Okay, guys. All right, I think I'm done. Hopefully this video is not too long. I know I like to, but I just like to give you guys as much information as I can, because I like having a lot of information. That way I can make the best decision. And of course, you want to get information from different resources, pull all that together and do what works best for you. Okay. All right. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. It's free. Please support during this time. And then like this video, give it a thumbs up if you guys want more information, or if you want to actually see me restore a unit. I can do that for you guys. Just let me know, and hit the bell so you get notification, because I do have some units on the some more videos on the way. Alright, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.